Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am your banner pilot, and it's been a while. It's been about 2 months since I've done a video, I think. And, yeah. Most of it was just because I was busy with school, and, honestly, I just didn't feel like making a video. I know that's terrible for, for YouTube, channels to do, but honestly, that's just kind of how I roll. If I feel like making a video, cool. If not, then I'll just wait for another time. But I felt today would be a pretty fun day to do one. I actually found this really fun game that I'd heard about back in the day. This is obviously a much older one, or a much older game, around the same time as Quake and stuff. So it's not like that old, but I know a lot of people probably haven't heard about this game in a long time. So, this game is called Elf Bowling. I figured I'd throw a Christmas game in there. I know we're still playing Metroid Prime 3 and A Link to the Past on this channel. I just wanted to do something fun and kind of quick today. So, with that being said, let's jump into it. We'll get back to those games soon enough. But goal of this game is pretty simple. You're Santa Claus and you gotta bowl into these elves that say a lot of stuff about you. I love this game because of just how crude and crude and awful it is. Also the screams. I love the screams that they do. But as you can see, they taunt you and stuff and all that. It's pretty generic for a bowling game. There'll be a couple things that'll pop up, like that deer. If I were to throw the ball to if I were to throw that ball to the farthest point of that gutter, it would have bonked it in the head. I'll see if I can show it off. I'll play this a couple times. Yeah. Well, you bonk it in the head and then it dies or whatever. Oh, and also, if you didn't notice, one of the elves got his head pulled off. But the goal is to knock them all down, just like normal bowling. Pretty simple, not too crazy. Just kind of crude, but I guess that's what makes it kind of funny. So, yeah. Just got this game today. It was a hard one to find, too. I think I ended up getting it on Internet Archives or whatever. It's an older one, so you're not going to find it on, Steam or whatever. There's just something about watching them all go, ah, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna play this for a little bit today, just for a little bit of fun, and it seems appropriate. It's Christmas time, so why not? That, and I miss the bowling alleys being open. I cannot wait for this pandemic to be over with or something like that. Also, they moon you too. But yeah, I've been having a little bit of the itch to go bowling. And this is about as close as I can get. Well, I can do Wii bowling too, but you know. I always think they're saying don't kill Sadie, but I don't know who that is. So I would think they're saying something else. Such a good game. Very simple game, too. So that rabbit there, he'll jump into the way, and you can't kill him, but I think he makes your ball bounce, to the side or something. As far as I'm aware. I haven't actually hit him before, so. But yeah, pretty generic bowling game. Nothing too crazy, just just replace the pins with elves, and there you go. Oh, oh, I missed him. It's alright. This is pretty much how my bowling games go in real life, so... Well, actually, no. I would say they go a lot better in this game than they do in real life, so... But, yeah, so... I might make another video tomorrow. We'll see. I don't really... Well, no. Tomorrow is my mom's birthday, so... that'll be me going over there. That's the first game, by the way.
Christmas, everyone.
And there you go. Go ahead and play it again, and go for another game. But I will probably be... Oh, did you see that cheeky little butthead? Moved out of the way. But after my mom's birthday tomorrow, I don't know. I'll probably do a video tomorrow or something like that. Maybe jump back in the Metroid. Oh, there goes his head. Or maybe I'll do something else. Maybe some Zelda. I'm kind of wanting to like cancel the whole Zelda thing. I feel like Metroid's kind of big enough as it is. And then we can jump back to Zelda at another time. Plus, I've got somebody that wants to do it with me. And I feel like once restrictions are done, you know, we'll be able to jump back into that. So, I might put that one on hold. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play... Probably... I don't really know. I haven't really thought about that. I did get a racing wheel for the OG Xbox recently. So now I can play racing games like Forza and stuff like that. We're gonna let the deer live. He's fine. But I can do racing games. I might be able to load on some emulators for like arcade games and whatnot. We'll see though. I don't really like doing emulated games and stuff for Let's Plays. Although in some situations it's kind of just how you gotta be with it. Because, like, let's say there's a Japanese game that I want to play, and the only way to play it is with like an English translation. That would be the reason why I'd use an emulator. Or if, like, maybe it was a really rare game or something like that, then I'd probably use it. Or if we're talking to Mika stuff or whatever. There's all kinds of reasons. But... I prefer not to use them unless I have to. Oh, look at that. Got a double. See if we can go for a turkey. Hey, we did it.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I think that's the best game I've done. Go ahead and play like maybe 2 or 3 more times. I know it's not the most engaging game, but I figured I'd show it off. I think this game is just hilarious, so. As far as I'm aware, there's not really a way to pick up a spare in this, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. I don't really mind too much. Oh, lost another head. Insurance up at the North Pole must be incredible, considering how compliant they are. Apart from them showing their butts at us. Supposedly this game has, like, 2, 3 sequels or something like that. Maybe there's more. I'm not entirely sure. But it also had like a movie that wasn't really received all that well. Had guys like Tom Kenny in it though, so if you want to hear SpongeBob as an elf or Santa or whoever he plays, you know, there's that. Seems like a pretty generic CG movie though, so take it as you will. I think the game though is what really sells it for me though. It's nice. I like having something just kind of chill to play. Maybe I'll do some 360 games, or I don't know. I might do another long game, but I think I'm gonna wait on the Zelda game for now. Because with Michael wanting to join me for it, you know, might as well wait on that. I feel like I'd have a much more enjoyable time playing it with him than just on my own. I'm a fan of the Zelda series, but I feel like he might have a lot more input on the game and stuff. I'm more of the Sega guy when it comes to games that I really like. Missed that one. That's usually how my bowling games go. I'll get all of them except for one. Just about every time. Let's see if we can get 4 in a row. It's a good start. Messed it up. Basically, you want to get the middle one and one on the left or the right. It's like how you can guarantee yourself a strike. Alright, let's do it again.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We'll do 2 more games. Gotta remember to keep the mouse out of the way. Already off with his head. Rest in peace. Yeah, maybe I'll do maybe I'll start up Shenmue. That game takes place in Christmas or December, so might be appropriate. It's a long game though, and honestly, I'm not that great at it. It's one of those guide games. So yeah, take it as you will, but it'll probably be like Zelda in a way. The only difference is Shenmue is a little less refined. I think it's a game with a good story. It's just it's got a lot of it's not a very well refined game. There's a lot of things that they do in it that well, control-wise, I think it's a terrible game, but I enjoy the story. I enjoy the controls and stuff like that. Or not the controls, sorry. I enjoy the story. I enjoy the voice acting just because of how cheesy it was for back in the day. And I enjoy some of the things that you can do in it. Like, there's Sega Saturn games that you can play in it. Or not Saturn games. There's a Sega Saturn in it that you can play, that'll play arcade games and stuff. So, if you ever want to play Outrun, pick up a copy of Shenmue, which you can find pretty easily nowadays. They remastered them, so you can get 1 and 2 as a bundle on PC, PlayStation, Xbox. No Switch release though. Right down the middle. But those are you know, some of the better games that you can get if you're looking for something kind of adventurous. It's definitely one of those games that inspired, like, quick time event games, like God of War and stuff like that. It's not as actiony as that, but there's plenty of quick time events, but they're done well, so. I also got Phantasy Star Online, the original game, running online. I picked up a copy of the GameCube version for a pretty good price, too, I'd say. Especially considering what it came with. Has the manual and everything. But I've been wanting to play the console version online. And for those of you who don't know, PSO is like a 1999 game that was released for the Dreamcast. And for those of you who don't know about the Dreamcast has a network modem on the back of it that will allow you to connect online with certain games. Phantasy Star was the big one that took advantage of it. Basically, Phantasy Star Online is a MMO. One of the very first, too. Probably not that as critically acclaimed as, like, World of Warcraft and RuneScape, but I'd say it's a pretty good one. You can play it online. It's easy to get, especially if you're going the PC route. I, for one, wanted to play it on consoles, though, because the PC one, even though it has, like, one extra episode added to it, I feel like the ones on the consoles are a little more streamlined. And it's also just kind of cool to see how it works on the consoles. So it was originally released, or it was later released again after the Dreamcast failed, on GameCube and the original Xbox. Now, the original Xbox theoretically would be an easier one to play it on. Oh, sorry, I'm a little tired. But the online capabilities were tied to Xbox Live. So, you know, you can play games like Halo 1 online, quote-unquote, with the Xbox. That's how people are still playing Halo 1 and Halo 2. But that's because those games are compatible with System Link. And that's essentially what it's doing. It's using the System Link to access a server. So you can play with people in, like, Brazil or, you know, Japan and stuff like that. Phantasy Star does not have that feature. It was either online or single player. And even then, single player required you to have a gamer tag. I have a copy of the game that I bought thinking, oh, I could just play it offline. But you do need the gamer tag to play it. So if you do get it for Xbox, you have a copy, just rip that copy and patch the rip of that copy with whatever the name of the patch is, and then you should be able to put that on a disc and then play it that way, provided your Xbox is modded. I am all into the whole modding scene, so, you know, almost every single console I own is modded. Minus some of the newer ones. I like Xbox 360, PS3, Xbox One, PS4, my Nintendo Switch. I don't bother with those. So, not until the services run out, so. Oh, my mouse is still in the way. I apologize. But, because of that, I decided that I would go ahead and get the GameCube version. Now, technically, I could use the Dreamcast to do it too, but the Dreamcast requires an extra dongle to get it online, and a Raspberry Pi. I have the Raspberry Pi, but I don't have the network adapter for it, so Gross little elf. So I will more than likely do that at a later date, because I want to try that one out too. I feel like the Dreamcast version is a little bit more optimized. And also I just want to play it how the designers intended it to be played. But that left me with the GameCube version, so I went ahead and bought that, and used my modded Wii to get it online. You can find videos on how to do it and stuff. It's really easy, but yeah, it works super well. I haven't played with anybody yet, but I did get online and created my own private room. All the other rooms were full at that night, but yeah, I might do a couple videos of that. PSO2 is great and all, and that's definitely the one that I recommend people play nowadays, because there's a lot more you can do with it, and it's a lot more engaging. But it's kind of nice to go to the old school stuff, too. I got a turkey. So, yeah, I figured I'd just stick to the original one on the GameCube, which I'll be playing on the Wii. So keep an eye out for those. I'm pretty much going to call it quits at this point. I've played like 5 games, and I've got some money waiting for me. Plus, it's like a 21-minute video, so. Anyway, I apologize for the long wait on videos. I also apologize that you guys can't see me very well, but I thought red would be a good Christmas color, because green and blue, well, blue's not so much a Christmas color, but green I know is a good Christmas color, and it looked terrible. You couldn't see me at all. But, yeah. With that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I will see you guys next time. You guys have a fantastic day, night, you know, wherever you may be. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you decide to go out. Don't tell Sadie, I guess. And I'll see you guys next time.